All right, guys, in this video, I'm going to go over yet another product research method that will allow you to look at Amazon's new release list. Now, what is this? It's where we look at Amazon's new release product list, where basically Amazon is taking account to all the products that have just been released that are generating enough sales to be pushed to Amazon's algorithm and be deemed by Amazon as being hot new releases. And now, looking at this list, we can see a ton of products that once again are new, have low reviews. And so ultimately, this can give us a good indication that these products may have potential if we look at that specific market deeper. Now, with this specific product research method, it's going to require us to spend time on Amazon, diving deep into different categories, looking at different subcategories, and just niching down till we find a potential winning product. And so with that being said, it's a very simple process, but it can be tedious and will definitely take time on your part. The more and more time you put into this product research method, the greater and greater your chance will be at finding a potential winning product. And with all that being said, this is just yet another product research, this is just another product research method that you can use in your arsenal to find more and more potential products. And once again, we want to be creating an entire list of products and then picking from that list the best potential product that has the best chance of succeeding. Now, if you're excited to find your very first product, then smash the like button and subscribe down below, because I release multiple step-by-step videos every single week showing you how to sell on Amazon.com. So let's get into it. All right, guys, so we're on Amazon.com, and the way to get to the new release list that Amazon provides is to simply go to Amazon New Releases. And so basically it will be the very first link right here, Amazon.com, new releases. And when we click on this, once again, these are going to be the newest products that Amazon gives to us. So this is how the Amazon hot new releases page looks. And so it basically is going to show you different categories. Like we have the new releases in baby, the new releases in clothing, shoes, and jewelry, so on and so forth. And so what we can also do is look on the left-hand side, and we can actually pick any of these other categories that are going to be slightly different. And so with these specific other categories, these are going to be the major categories on Amazon. And so in these categories, we can also choose to niche down further. So for example, if we were to choose the home and kitchen, for example's sake, and then so it's going to take us to a new page that's going to show once again the Amazon hot new releases for new releases in home and kitchen. And so what we want to essentially do is we can niche down further, or we can just simply start at the bare bone major category, home and kitchen. And so what we see are going to be, once again, a bunch of new releases in home and kitchen. And so we can see, like, from this ball wooden storage lids that has 7 reviews, if we just simply click on it, we can easily see that it is a #1 bestseller, which is quite crazy for a new release product that only has 7 reviews. And so it actually only has 4.2 stars, and so it's not doing too great in terms of actual reviews so far, but once again, it is a hot new release. And so what we can do is we can actually get ideas for new potential products that we may want to sell. Now, if we scroll down further, we want to be looking at products that actually seem interesting to us, that we can actually innovate more and more, because we don't want to be selling the exact same thing. Like for this ball wooden storage lids, there's not really any specific uniqueness or any way that we can change it too much to where our product that we're selling is very different than all the other, ball wooden storage lids. And so we wouldn't want to be selling products specifically like this, but we want to be selling products that we can that we can innovate a little bit more and have a little bit more. Now, what I'm going to actually do is niche down a little bit further. And so with this home and kitchen category, we have different subcategories. We have bath, bedding, cleaning supplies, furniture. And so I'm just going to pick one of these that look a little bit interesting to me. Let's do kids home store, seasonal decor. Let's just do the storage and organization, because I know there's going to be lots of different variations in different sizes, storage bins, storage baskets, and let's just see exactly what they have. So the very first bestseller, once again, is going to be this 4,697 reviewed product. Now you may be saying this is not a new release, and why is it even here? A lot of times when these giant products like this, they have different variations, and so they'll launch a new variation. With that new variation being launched, that new variation can still be under the overarching listing that has 4,697 reviews, but it still is a new release for that variation. But once again, we're going to be focusing on products that look slightly different. So if we were to look at this, just curious, this is a 12-pack shoe organizer boxes. And so if we just click on this, Now this is going to be a bigger item for sure. Like we can see just based off the pictures that it is a pretty large item. And so on second thought, I'm just going to go back and get out of this because I don't want to be selling a super large item if I absolutely don't have to, and we're going to keep looking. Now for the next one, we have, I'm curious about what this is. This looks pretty interesting. This is a expandable kitchen drawer organizer. Now, I'm assuming that it folds up and expands because it does have the keyword expandable. So if we were to look further into this, what we could actually do is just copy the main keyword, which is going to be the expandable kitchen drawer organizer, put it into the tools and home improvement. I'll actually get out of this category and just put it into all departments in Amazon. And now we have a specific keyword that we can look at all the products that are selling under that keyword. So with that being said, once you scroll down, we have a bunch of different organizers. And so once again, with this method, it's going to be a method that you have to put more and more time into because these are new products, yes, but at the same time, it's not like where we're entering, criteria into X-Rays Helium 10 and putting our specific low competition, low competitor, which is the same thing, but like low reviews, low competition, high revenue, not super competitive criteria into it. This is going to be just products that are selling that are new. And with that being said, they can still be very competitive as we see here. So for the expandable kitchen drawer organizer, we have, 538 products for this specific keyword, which may or may not be the main keyword. It probably isn't because it's very low in terms of the actual sellers who are in this, but still we can see that there's a lot of, heavy hitter review people who are in this category selling. And if we were to scroll further down, we see the reviews get slightly lower, but they're still very, very high. And so this would not be something that we would want to really consider unless we're looking further in the market and we can find a specific peripheral version of this. Maybe we have one that's plastic, or maybe we have one that's different color, whatever it is. We want to spend our time in this market and actually look further on. But off a first glance, I'm not super interested. So we will just go back and keep the search going. Now, continuing on with the search, if we scroll further down, we can see that, what else do we have? So we have a bunch of other different products like, a insulated coffee mug to a bamboo organizer. I actually covered this in a recent video, so I'm not gonna cover it this video. But one thing, we have the organizer that we just looked at and more mugs, just a bunch of random things. Now, if you look at this plastic storage basket, if we simply click on it really quick, I'm just curious to see how this is doing, and it may be very competitive, and I'm assuming it actually will be, but we're just going to put it in. The main keyword is the plastic storage basket, so we will just search that in the tools and home improvement, and we will see exactly how competitive it is. Now, yes, like my intuition was saying, it is very competitive, as we can see by the number of reviews. Now these guys right here don't have very many, but we have 3,500. We have multiple thousands, and so there are a few people who are doing decent. But for the most part, if you go further down, there are more people who are doing who don't have a ton of reviews, but still even multiple low hundreds is still they have a much bigger head start for a very simple item. The really only thing you can do with this item is simply change the color. But as you see, everyone is selling the exact same item. So with that being said, we're just going to move on. So if you come back to the main home and home storage and organization, if we scroll further down back to where we were, let's see what else we have. Now, a pencil case. This is not too interesting because there's only so many things you can do. There's adhesive drawer, shelf liner, we have a hat holder, we have more storage baskets. Now once again, we see this type of item, and he has a greater sense of perceived value because he has this this product packaging. That's what we're looking for, because that could really increase, as you see right here, more product packaging. When you have product packaging that looks really nice, you can have a greater sense of perceived value, which is what I talk about a lot on this channel. But as you see right here, we have this bamboo foil and plastic wrap dispenser. Now it's very similar to this item and these other items up here, but I have not actually seen this item. So I'm just going to click on it, And so specifically what we're going to be looking for is, once again, we have the number one new release in food dispensers. So this is a number one new release in this specific subcategory of a main category. And so for this specific keyword that we want to be looking for, because we can look at this product and yes, this one may be selling, but if we want to look at all the other products, we need to check the specific keyword. Now for this specific keyword, it's going to be, let's just go with foil and plastic wrap dispenser. We also could have went with foil organizer for drawer, but this one seems to be a little bit more specific to what this product is. So if we just paste it in the home and kitchen category, we're going to have a bunch of results that are very specific to this product. And now we see a bunch of different variations of this product. And so looking at the first organic, we have 29 reviews, 200, 300, a single review. So this isn't super competitive as compared to the other categories. We're gonna ignore these ones because these aren't really the same type of product. But if we scroll further down to the other ones, we have once again 1 review, 67 review, 22, 1 review, 3 reviews. And so what we're gonna do is basically just throw this into X-ray because this seems to be pretty low in terms of the competitors. There's not too many competitors who even had over 100 reviews, which is always a good sign. And so also what we want to notice and take note of is that when we put this into X-ray, there's going to be a bunch of other products that are not related to the product that we're looking at. So the product we're looking at is, once again, this bamboo organizer. So this right here is not the product. So we're going to just click on him. These plastic wraps, once again, are not the product. So we're just going to delete all of these sponsored and all of the other product types that are not our product. So we get a much better, clear viewpoint of what it's like to sell this specific product. So now once we have them deleted, if we scroll back up, we can see the actual revenue that they're generating. So we see there's a lot of money. So we have the very first person, 44,000, 200 reviews, 185,000, 300 reviews, 242,000. He's making $250,000 selling this simple product that, you know, once again, and so as you see, he's the only one who actually has a case. So he has the Space Aid packaging, which once again is helping his perceived value. And so with that being said, he's selling the most amount of units every single month, and he has the highest revenue, which is very, very good to see that, you know, people who sell cases and people who sell, you know, packaging, that model is not broken. But once again, you want to be having the most sense of perceived value and uniqueness. And so you can't get away with a case right now, but if everyone, you know, starts putting cases out, then once again, he's not going to have that much uniqueness about his product. But if we look further on and we look at the actual new players in this space, let's see what they're actually generating. So we have the very first person who's 29 reviews, has 44,000, 25 reviews, 67,000. Now these 1 and 3 reviews, they have NA. And so once again, once you have a small amount of reviews, you won't have your actual revenue actually being shown in Helium 10, but we can see by the bestsellers rank that 30,000 and 36,000, they could easily be generating, you know, at least 10, 20,000 a month, depending on their price, because those are decent BSRs. And we can even just verify that by scrolling further down and seeing it's 26,000, he's selling 17. So they have slightly worse BSRs, but they should be, you know, around 10,000 or more. And so we see that everyone who's new in the space, even the 1 review who has 11,000 BSR, so he's also selling decent. He's selling very well. He's more comparable to, you know, this other 11,000 BSR who is selling 11,000 in revenue as well. But once again, we can see that there is a considerable amount of people who have under 100 reviews. So out of the first 10 sellers in this space, we see that there's only 1, 2 people who have over 100 reviews, and so there's going to be 8 people who have under. Now, something to note is you want to be looking at the search volume for this specific keyword. So for foil and plastic wrap dispenser, which may or may not be the main keyword. I'm not exactly sure in this case if it is or not, but you can do further searches for that in Helium 10. If you go to the Cerebral or the Reverse ASIN lookup tool, you can see the main keywords for this specific keyword. Specifically, if you look at magnet in the Helium 10, like just for example, if we were to go to Helium 10 and we just simply come to, we log in and we simply come to magnet, we can see the exact keywords for this for this category. I mean, for this specific word. Now, with that being said, if we come once again, come to tools, and we want to come to magnet. Now with this, we want to put in the specific keyword that we're already looking at. So we're looking at foil and plastic wrap dispenser. So we come here, foil and plastic wrap dispenser. Hit enter. It's going to give us all the related keywords, all the different variations, and some will have higher searches, some will have lower searches. But once again, Magnet actually allows us to see the exact keywords that we would want to be ranking for and having in our listing, in our title, and our bullet points. So we're ultimately indexing and ranking for more and more keywords and getting more and more eyes looking at our specific listing, and ultimately more and more sales. Now, once we wait for it to load, I will just continue on with this specific example. But once again, we see that there is a bunch of new players who are making decent money, who all have low BSRs. And so this is a very, you know, on the surface, a very profitable potential product. But once again, we want to look into this market a little bit further, figure out exactly what the issues are with this product. As you see right here, this one who has 3 reviews right here, he only has, you know, 3.3 stars. So he obviously has issues and defects with his product. So when you're coming into a market like this, that everyone has the exact same product, you want to make yourself stand out, and you want to be fixing these specific customer issues. So an easy way to make yourself stand out would be to, you know, have a different color, having a packaging with it, you know, fixing all the issues, and really just making a premium version of this product that is going to do better than everyone else's. Now, if we come back to Magnet really quick, just to show you guys, we have other keywords. So the top one right here, as you see, look at the search volume, 6,000 will probably be zip bag or Ziploc bag storage organizer. So if you're unfamiliar with the specific keyword, you can simply come to Helium 10, throw the current keyword you're using into Magnet, which in this case was foil and plastic wrap dispenser, and then it will have the search volume for all the other additional keywords. And so you can easily see the main keyword, which was once again Ziploc bag storage organizer. Now, with all that being said, we were able to find this specific category through the new Amazon.com new releases homepage. And so once again, you want to be spending time into this specific research method to really find more and more products. Now, there are a ton of different subcategories that we also could have went into. We also could have even went into other different departments. It doesn't have to be home and kitchen. You want to stick with something that you are familiar with, something that should interest you a lot. And so start there and just spend your time in the market. Spend an hour, 2 hours, really finding lots and lots of potential products. Now, once again, these products are not going to be every product you see is a new potential product. It might take you, you know, 20 minutes, 30 minutes to find a new potential product. And so with all these products, you want to put them into a list, compile a complete list of all the potential products. And a lot of these products you probably will not end up selling. Most of the products you won't end up selling, I have to say that. And there will only be probably one product that really stands out to you, that has really good margins, that has, you know, not too much competition. That's going to be a product that you can actually innovate, improve, and make better. And essentially that is the product you want to be going with. So if you made it this far in the video, smash the thumbs up button and subscribe down below. And with all that being said, make sure you're using the Amazon Hot New Releases method to uncover more and more products, as well as the other product research methods that I talk about on this channel. And with all that being said, I will see you guys in the next video.